Hey everybody, I just wanted to share a video of a new PC case I bought. It's from a brand that you probably most likely never heard of. It's called Bravotec, and it's a Korean brand, and this model itself is called the Guardian 1200M. I actually bought this after weeks of research. I had a lot of other, brands in mind, from Fractal or Fantex and Lian Li. But yeah, this one went out because I actually like the quite clean, minimalist design. And for about $90 US, you get a whole whack of features that's probably not included in a lot of the other cases that I was looking at. For instance, it has, I don't know if you could actually see, but it has two 200 millimeter fans in the front, a 140 in the back. They're all ARGB. And also it does include a PWM fan and RGB hub that you could use. For its price, I think it was really hard to beat. It also does support 360 millimeter radiator at the top and in the front, so yeah, all my water cooling needs, if I ever decided to do it, which I might, or most likely will be met. The input outputs in the front is pretty basic, as you can see. And yeah, that's how it is in the outside. Let's see how it looks on the inside. Okay, with all the panels removed, this is how the inside looks like. It's pretty roomy. I mean, it is a big case, so if I remember the specs correctly, it does fit up to a 455 millimeter graphics card. I don't know if one actually exists. Here are the two 200 millimeter fans. And what I love about this is the fact that the whole area is completely open, so there's no real restrictions. The fan is actually front mounted as this way, so it does free up a lot of room to actually add in a bigger radiator or do a push-pull configuration, which is a very big plus. And the top here is actually, there's a latch where you could just pop up. And the whole top comes out, and you can see again, the whole top is very well open for good ventilation. Now this mesh, it's just, perforated sheet metal, I believe. But oddly enough, it does come with another plastic filter in the back. I'm not too sure if you could quite see it, but here it is. And I'm not too sure if I really like this. It does seem to restrict a lot of airflow, so I might just take it out entirely. Same goes for the front panel. It just pops out, and you could see that, again, it's just perforated sheet metal. And again, on the back, there's another plastic layer, which gives you this very trippy pattern if you move it around. But I might actually take this out as well, because I do believe it is very restrictive compared to not having it on. Clearance wise, I mean, in the front it's pretty roomy. You have about 9.5 centimeters. Fortunately, on the top, you only have about, at least based on specifications, about 57 millimeters. And of course, in a lot of other cases, it's offset, so you can put something a little bit bigger to hang down. Unfortunately, in this case, you can't, and I think that's one of the drawbacks here. Okay, so on the other side of the case is where you put the cables and your hard drives and your SSDs. This case only supports up to 2 SSDs that you can mount right here, and 2 hard drives or SSDs that you could actually put here, and this is just a tray that you can pop in or out. Now this whole mechanism is screwed in, so there's 2 areas that you could put this. You could either screw it in right here, or you could push it a little bit more forward. I'm not too sure. That's the mounting holes here and somewhere down here. That's if you want to put something a little bit bigger, but I believe the power supply clearance is already quite big, so there should be no trouble. There is a little filter for your power supply, so that's pretty good as well. Cable management, I mean you'll have to use your imagination, but it does have plenty of areas for cable ties, so that's a plus. And right in the middle you do see the PWM and RGB controller. Okay, so this is with the fans and RGBs on. I can control this by pressing the reset button, which is right now plugged into the hub. It'll go through some solid colors. You could turn it off, or it'll show you, you know, rainbow puke. You could also, of course, directly plug this into the motherboard and have it controlled by software, so that's nice. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I think I really like this case. I mean, one, it's very cheap for what you get. You get a lot for the price. I like this big size. I like the airflow, the mesh front and the top. Roughly, it is the same size as the Fantex P500A, so if you really want to know its dimensions, you could look at that. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I don't have anything to put in with, or put anything into this case yet. So once I get all the parts, I may make another video of me just, you know, installing everything. So until then, I hope you liked the video, and bye.